If you're not already getting ready for Q4, you're going to be left behind big time. Yo, what's going on everyone? Shri Kanase here, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how you can get prepared for Q4, also known as quarter 4 of the tax year, and basically make a lot of money in Q4. But before continuing on with this video, if you are new to this channel and have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? This is free quality content you get basically every week. So just hit that little subscribe button down below. It takes literally a second. And you get put on a little winners list, as I like to call it, because you stay up to date with this content that I put out for Shopify. And let's jump right into this. Alright guys, so before continuing on and explaining more about Q4, I want to let you guys know what exactly Q4 is and why it is so important in business. So Q4 is basically the fourth quarter of the tax year. There are 4 quarters in every single year for business. Q1, Q2, Q3, and finally Q4. Q4 begins on October 1st and ends on December 31st. So I'm here on investinganswers.com to show you guys exactly which months are Q1, Q2, Q3, and finally Q4. So as you guys can see, Q1 for this specific year, 2018, is basically from January 1st to March 31st. And then Q2 begins, which is on April 1st and lasts until June 30th. And third, Q3 begins, which is July 1st to September 30th. And finally Q4, which is the most important one, and lasts from October 1st to December 31st. So as you guys can see, it's the same dates each year. And basically these are important calendar months for businesses to look out for, because your business will perform differently in each of the specific calendar year and the quarter. Right now we're in the middle of Q3 going on to Q4. The main reason Q4 is so important and highly talked about is because a lot of the holidays come inside Q4. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, these are all the big holidays where a lot of the shoppers go out to buy stuff for other people and themselves. So this is why it's so important to start getting ready for Q4. And if you're already not getting ready, it's kind of late already, but you still have time, and I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what you need to change on your store and what you need to focus on, so make sure to watch the entire video. But the first thing we're going to be talking about regarding Q4 is products. If you're not already doing this, you need to start testing products heavily in Q4. June, July, and August are usually slow months for a lot of the businesses. But once August passes and September comes on, it's time to really start testing products heavily, 2 to 3 products each day, and basically start finding those little winning products which you can scale up to 6 figures during the Q4 time. And scaling becomes super easy in Q4, mainly because everyone is really trying to purchase something for each other and themselves. So your costs really come down. But the bad point about this is that there's hundreds of thousands of other companies on Facebook trying to advertise during Q4, and their budgets actually increase during Q4. So that's why it's better for us to prepare early so that we can capture a large part of the market audience. And again, this is the best time of the year to get the highest ROI, because people are shopping for gifts. You don't have to force them to buy anything because they're truly wanting to buy stuff and spend money. So again, the first point is start testing products heavily this upcoming month. The second thing you want to be looking out for is seasons. As we all know, Thanksgiving is coming, and then followed by Christmas and then New Year's. If you're somewhat of a general store, or you have a specific niche store related to one of these categories, you want to start looking at items in these specific categories, because during these times these items get really popular and people start to buy them one whole month before the actual event. So we still have time for these events, but you can start looking around, seeing what kinds of cool items are out there for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and maybe start looking into importing them into your store and creating really killer descriptions and ad copies so you can use them directly. The third thing you want to really start focusing on is expanding onto different marketing platforms. There are several platforms I have listed here, such as Google Ads, Bing Ads, Twitter, even Quora. If some of you don't know, Quora is a basically question and answer website where people ask all kinds of questions and get answers for them. And Quora is really untapped because not a lot of people use it for e-commerce. So it's definitely worth a try. And one more thing that's really important is Pinterest. You guys want to basically utilize Pinterest for organic traffic if you're not doing any ad on it. But if you're unsure of how to really advertise on these specific marketing platforms, you want to spend some time learning those now, or maybe hire someone to do it. There's a lot of free resources on YouTube and even Facebook groups which teach about a lot of these marketing platforms. I even have a lot of videos on some of these advertising platforms such as Facebook and even Pinterest and Reddit ads. So just hop onto my channel and just make sure to watch those videos to really understand about the different marketing platforms, because in Q4 the more marketing platforms you have, the higher the revenue you're going to get and the higher the profit you're going to make. So this is the best time to really target these specific marketing platforms and try to get the best bang out of your buck. I'm personally opening a Facebook ads agency, so if you guys are interested in having your ads handled by me, let me know down in the comment section below. But basically start looking into these specific marketing platforms and see which one is the best fit for your business and try to expand onto those. The fourth thing on my list is website quality. You want to really start improving your website and trying to make it the best possible. Really spend some time trying to see where your website is lacking and maybe compare it to your competitor's website and see what you can do better than them. You could even try possibly investing in a paid theme to sort of give your website a more professional look and even make it faster. I have a website listed here which is tools.pingdom.com, which is an excellent website to test your website speed for free and see how fast your website is from different locations in the world. Make sure that you're making your website professional with not too many pop-ups on it, because the more pop-ups you have, the more you're gonna annoy your customers and want them to basically run away from your website. So really start focusing on your website and trying to make it better. The fifth thing on my list is start looking into fulfillment centers. These could be fulfillment centers in the United States or Chinese fulfillment centers. Basically, the reason why we're looking at these is because if you do find a winning product during this time and it really starts to sell well, let's say it's a product for Christmas specifically and people only use it in Christmas, then there's no point in having 12 to 20 days shipping when it's December 20th, because the item is going to arrive late in January when Christmas is already gone. So in order to prevent chargebacks during this time, you want to really start looking into fulfillment centers who can provide a little bit of faster shipping for you. And this will really come in handy when you're scaling your product to the moon and have tons and tons of orders coming in each day. Basically, the fulfillment center takes care of it all for you. And you also get really good customer reviews because the shipping is fast. You can find a lot of the fulfillment centers on Facebook groups. I even have my own Facebook group which you can join for free. The link is in the description below. But definitely start looking into fulfillment centers for the future when you start scaling basically. And the sixth and final thing on my list is get on good terms with suppliers. Only if you already have a winning product. So if you do not have a winning product yet, continue to do product research on AliExpress. I have a very nice video on how to do product research on my channel. But basically, once you have a winning product, you want to basically add your supplier as a friend on Skype and regularly chat with them to see what kind of other items they can offer. And when you're really getting orders, you could even send them just CSV files of all the order lists so you don't have to order one by one, and they could send you back the tracking numbers. But this is really a good way to start a good relationship with the supplier from China, because they could also provide you other items that could sell well on your store. Or they could even provide some of the items you have already listed on your store. But the main reason you want to have good relations is so that they could provide the products for a little bit cheaper. Because once you start ordering 200, 300 for them each day, they're going to definitely reduce the price for you. So do look into that and really start preparing for Q4. So I hope the stuff that I have listed in this video really helped you guys understand more about Q4 and what you can do to really create a strong, solid base for Q4 so that you can make tons and tons of money during the season. I hope you guys did find value in this video, and like always, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.